These 3 euro coins, the 50 cent 2002, 20 cent 2001, and 10 cent 2000, might seem like just regular change at first glance. But trust me, when it comes to rare coins, the devil is in the details. These 3 coins have unique histories, minting errors, and conditions that make them ultra-rare and highly valuable. So, let's break it down. First up, let's talk about the 50 cent 2002 euro coin. This one is particularly fascinating because of its rarity and its history. The 50 cent coin from 2002 was one of the first euro coins to be minted, and it has a unique feature. It features an image of the European continent in a specific orientation. Now, you might be asking, what makes this coin so special? Well, during its minting, a certain number of these 50 cent coins were produced with an error. A significant number of the coins were struck with a misalignment, causing the design to appear off-center. This makes them much more valuable than the standard coins. The price for these misaligned coins can range from $500 to $10,000 depending on the condition and severity of the error. Next, we have the 20 cent 2001 euro coin. Now, you might not think of the 20 cent coin as something that could fetch a small fortune, but this particular year has some hidden treasures. Some 20 cent 2001 euro coins were accidentally struck with the wrong metal, creating a unique alloy that doesn't match the usual composition of the coin. These coins are rare because they were supposed to be struck with a specific mix of copper and nickel, but these few errors make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Depending on the rarity of the error and the condition of the coin, these can sell for anywhere between $2,000 and $15,000. Imagine finding one of these in your change. Talk about a lucky day. Last but not least, let's talk about the 10 cent 2000 euro coin. Now, this one is particularly interesting because it features a design that many people don't realize is an error. Some of the 10 cent coins from 2000 were struck with a design that was misaligned, causing the edges to appear worn or slightly blurred. These coins are harder to find because they were produced in limited quantities. Additionally, the errors were often caught quickly, so they didn't make it into circulation in large numbers. However, if you happen to come across one of these misaligned 10 cent coins, you could be holding onto a piece of history worth upwards of $10,000. Now, you might be wondering, why are these coins worth so much? The value of any coin depends on several factors: rarity, demand, and condition. For these euro coins, the errors made during minting are what make them so valuable. Collectors and investors are constantly looking for coins with mistakes because they are much rarer than the perfectly minted coins. In the case of these 3 coins, the errors are what make them highly sought after. So, how can you identify these rare coins in your pocket change? Well, the key is to pay close attention to the details. For the 50 cent 2002 euro, look for misaligned or off-center designs. For the 20 cent 2001 euro, you'll want to check the composition of the coin and see if it looks different from the usual copper-nickel mix. And for the 10 cent 2000 euro, look for any misalignment or blurry designs. There's a thriving market for rare euro coins, with collectors and investors around the world willing to pay top dollar for those that are exceptionally rare or contain errors. Auction houses, numismatic dealers, and online platforms like eBay are great places to find buyers or learn more about the current market for these coins. So, next time you dig through your pocket change, remember, those small coins might not be as insignificant as they seem. You could be holding onto a treasure worth thousands of dollars. If you happen to find one of these rare euro coins,